Hello, welcome back. Let's play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I think we're mostly done on Tatooine. We'll be coming back at least once, unfortunately, but for now, I think it might be time to make the rounds with the crew before we head off to Kashyyyk. So let's go and get a sit rep from everyone. How's it going, Mission?
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Oh, she plays Kashyyyk too? I need you to make me a security spike.
No problem. Just so happens I've got one here I've been working on. Here you go. I'll just add it to our inventory. Anything else you need?
Can you make another one?
Sorry, I don't have one handy right now. Besides, we've got plenty of security spikes already. Not much point in overloading on them, is there?
Oh, you sweet summer child. Anyways.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale, and now he's got himself mixed up with the exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him.
I don't like either of these options. Because obviously he's a scoundrel that she shouldn't be mixed up with. But on the other hand, letting the exchange just kill him seems a little excessive. You can't turn your back on your own brother?
Why not? He turned his back on me. He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson.
No one can teach him this lesson, Mission. He needs to learn it himself.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tat glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
Yep. Alright. Who's next? Hey, Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Yavin took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Yavin was a genius on the field. Yavin abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Yavin proved too much for us.
You couldn't have won against the whole galaxy.
But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
What happened in the battle?
It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Yavin, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Yavin won. I don't hold a grudge against Yavin, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Yavin had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
Can you give me some more adrenal stimulants?
Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. You don't want to overload yourself on stims. Otherwise, you might destroy your adrenal system. A real warrior knows his own limits and doesn't overestimate himself. There anything else you need?
All right, nothing more.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
All right, journal entry added. For him, we need engineering skill, which we don't have, unfortunately. Hello, Gizka. Excuse me. I would like to leave. Thank you. Let's see what's over here. Supplies. There's going to be nothing in here because we've looted all this already. Not to mention we had someone living out of them. No one here. This seems like a place where someone will pop in eventually once we pick up another straggler. I don't think Zalbar really has much to say ever. I want you to make me a grenade. If I want grenades banging together, that's my prerogative. Have anything more to say about yourself, Zalbar? Then I will leave you be. Alright. And then likewise, I think T3M4 doesn't really say anything. Can you construct a programming spike for me, T3? Yay. How about another one? Ooh, you can't make another one just yet? Got it. You don't talk much, do you? Just chime in if you ever have any advice. I want to ask you some questions. You don't even know what I was going to ask. I'll just chime in if you ever have any advice. Got some sass on this one. Alright. We got, what's her face here? Juani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Are you doing alright?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Why? What's wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
If I see you begin to slip back, I will intervene.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
Alright. And then there was one other thing we could ask her.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Why are you so hostile towards Canderous?
I am wary of the Mandalorian. I do not trust him.
Wary? Why?
I have never trusted Mandalorians. They drove my parents from Cathar, aided the Sith, and attacked the Republic. Their warped notions of honor may provoke them to do even more heinous acts. I do not know why you tolerate his presence on your ship. In truth, he has had some merit so far, but I am not certain it is worth the risk you take.
You should not judge Canderous by other Mandalorians.
His kind may prove to be a danger to the galaxy again. But this man himself has proven acceptable so far. Merely keep your distance from him and watch him so that he does not betray us.
Have you spoken to him?
Spoken to him? No, I could not. Mandalorians are vicious of temper and easily provoked. I would not want to tempt his wrath.
What? Aren't the Cathar such fierce warriors?
I am not a coward. I fear no one and nothing. But you have not had to flee the destruction of your homeworld either. Human, the Mandalorians came and overran my world. They slaughtered my race. I cannot forget what they have done, or forgive.
Okay, that is a fair point. I would not let him harm you, Juani.
I can take care of myself. I do not need you to patronize me.
That's not how I
But
meant
it is
that.
gratifying to know that you value me as a companion that much. This simmering anger and hatred for the Mandalores seems to have found a place in my heart, though. Sometimes I worry.
About what?
That I may fall to the dark side once again. That I may threaten you, the Republic, the entire galaxy, if that time does come. And if I do threaten our task, it is only right that you should strike me down. If I fall and endanger you and the galaxy, you must do what is right. If my death will defeat Malak, then that is what must be done. But we are becoming too morbid, too soon. We should not talk like this now. There is much yet we can do, but we shall talk later, I am sure.
Okay. Well, no offense, Juani, but I don't think you're going to become a danger to the galaxy. All right. Bastila, how are things with you and your mother?
How can I help?
Okay, she does not have any of those options.
Then I suggest we move on.
All right. Parth,
Yes, what's on your mind?
we didn't end our last discussion very well. Or do you want to talk? You got pretty upset the last time we spoke.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
Well, you return to the front lines then.
Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Don't worry about it, Karth.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me for once.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we? Partner?
Okay, yeah, we're finally friends with Karth. Looking at our journal updates, Juani has told you of how she idolized Jedi in her youth and dreamed of being a Jedi. It would seem that she has succeeded in her desire. Maybe talking to her later will reveal more about her past. Karth has apologized for his previous behavior and has promised to try not to punish his current companions for the betrayals of people in his past. Whether he can accomplish this remains to be seen. Canderous described the end of the Mandalorian Wars to you. He seemed to admire Revan greatly. Maybe you can ask him about this later. Apparently Bastila is still playing the role of mentor. She has been studying your progress carefully and had much to say about your actions and the perils of the dark side. Okay, he wants to see us on Manan. We have Mission's brother, Tatooine swoop racing, which will probably... Oh, and we gotta come back to the Sand People. Right. We'll come back to that. Let's get our gizzard first, or whatever. Yeah, our tack gland. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, Yavin. These coordinates point to a small space station orbiting the gas giant Yavin. I'm kind of curious as to what happens to this space station, because I'm not even sure if it's here, I think around 300 years later when Star Wars The Old Republic MMO takes place. Excuse me. And I'm pretty sure it's not there by the time of the Battle of Yavin, which is like 2,000 years later or something like that. Thousands of years later, so... Hey, Bastila.
How can I help?
Why did the Council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission, and there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
Oh, God. It just seems odd they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling there's more going on here than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I'm still not convinced.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when it's appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
It's not about destiny. It's not about meeting my destiny. It's more about a bunch of leaving the fate of the galaxy in the hands of a ragtag crew of novices. But you're right. I suppose we should get back to the mission now.
Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Okay. You've asked Bastila why the Jedi Council sent the two of you, neither fully trained, on this dangerous mission. Based on her answer, Bastila either has blind faith in the Council, or she simply prefers to avoid the question. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, actually, do we have any options to ask about Yavin? About why we're here? Why is it on our star map?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
I don't really know much about this place. Sorry.
Never mind.
You got it.
Alright, Mandalorian Bay. Evil Bay. Calling Evil Bay. This way. There we go.
Yeah, what do you want?
Nothing now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
I guess they didn't program any companions really for this place. Which I guess, as far as I know, Yavin Station is DLC for Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's basically just a store with a shit ton of money and items. So like, there's probably some advantage to having it because you can get some really special items there. But like, it's not required to beat the game. It just gives you, I think, better prices for some items as well. I think the official explanation is, oh, this was in the nav computers when we stole the Ebon Hawk, so I guess it's just the place we can go now. At least as far as I know. Alright. Let's take T3M. Oh, let's take Mission and Canderous. Yeah, since this might be a seedy, scummy underworld. Oh,
Yeah?
Canderous has to level up. Alright, let's do that. Skills. 1 point. Treat injury, I guess. Maybe I should put that into demolitions. I go back. Oh, right, it's just used for mine. So yeah, treat injury, I guess. Feats, let's see. We could give him implant level 3. We already gave him heavy weapon specialization. We'll probably give him blaster rifle specializations eventually. Yeah, he's already got power blast. He's got heavy armor proficiency, 2-weapon fighting. I still don't know if 2-weapon fighting applies to like using a rifle or a heavy weapon. I'll have to look into that more. Caution, critical strike, that's melee. He's not melee. Flurry, melee, gearhead, nah, conditioning. +1 the saving throws. 2 and 3. I assume these aren't additive and that it's like +3 total at this level, not 1, 3, 6. Sniper shot. Melee weapons, dueling. Which single one-handed weapons, so that's not going to be heavy weapons. Yeah, implant level 3 it is. Attributes. Put it into dexterity. That'll up his modifier there. I believe dexterity is, even though they're heavy weapons, I think dexterity is still the key stat for them. Skills. Treat injury. Feats. Oh, let's start getting him down the conditioning. He is kind of our tank. So that should give him another... Well, actually, that might not give him a boost in defense because of his armor. He's got, like, the super-duper heavy armor. Because he's got Calnords. Yeah, max dexterity bonus +1. So I guess it did boost him, but... as far as Ordo's repeating blaster, 3 to 12, 28 meters, attack modifier +1. Special upgradable range. This prototype heavy repeater was developed during the latter part of the Mandalorian War. Never saw general production. Yeah, I don't think there's really much else we can do here. He's got reflex +2, immunity, mind infecting. No combat implants. She doesn't have any implant feats right now.
Yes?
So, yeah. Access panel. Alright, access panel. Seems a little redundant, but whatever. Access panel. Really? You're gonna make me open 3 doors in one hallway.
Achua Penki, Yun Patisa, Tichuba Jikota Naga, Kingbu Mwa Mulira Dwana, King banik chalora kun. Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag iinko tune.
Yeah, I'm new. Very new.
Achua penki. Yun patisa. Di chuba ji konka naga. King bumwa mulira dwana. King banik chalora kun.
I work for the Republic.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangit wama jiko na. Tongkit pa nonku nek abog. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga. Tangit wama ji human ak in ikatune. Tong hit wama ag inko tune. Por tong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. King ba no kun nik dorcha.
Trandosians and smugglers? What are you talking about?
Tong hit wama ag inko tune. Por tong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. King ba no kun nik dorcha. Chachiska. Topa na otovo kasa. Jiska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na otovo kasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangit wama jiko na. Tongki pa nonku nek abog. Ichuta.
Also, the gas giant of Yavin is spinning really fast. I'm worried it might, that it might spin itself out. And you can see he's got an extremely dark shop. With a Gizka! Pet the Gizka. Leave it alone. Hey, by the way, I brought more Gizka to your station. I will say it is rather beautiful. And it, okay, that's not the best view. Okay. Thought they were gonna get me stuck there. But, kind of wish there was a better view, but we're stuck on these paths. Alright, let's explore a little bit. Access denied. I suppose maybe if we do a quest for him or something, he'll open these up. Or is there even anything... Oh, I can't zoom in. I was going to say maybe there's nothing beyond them even. It's a pretty small area. Actually reminds me somewhat of the Pinnacle Station DLC for Mass Effect. Rip BioWare. Suvam Tan, hello.
Topa na otovo kasa. Pampa ki mulira kun king. Changwaba chinyo shangwi chama ucha wish uyong kun. Achua penki. Yun patisa. Di juba ji konka naga. King bumwa mulira dwana. King banik chalora kun.
I seek the pieces of a map to a start. Well, yeah, I seek the pieces of a map to a Starforge.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangit wama jiko na. Tongkit pa nonku nek abog.
XR Kun.
Achua penki. Yun patisa. Di chuba ji konka naga. King bumwa mulira dwana. King banik chalora kun. Kakin cha nawabagaon. Bagwa shank konti machit
Enlighten me about XR Kun.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangit wama jiko na. Tongkit pa nonku nek abog. Tong hit wama ag inko tune. Por tong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. King ba no kun nik dorcha. Tong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Kachopa bogra shanko ta chicha. Chawa wish kun yun kun. Pograshok chongkanti chopa chawa wisyun kun. Ti ompi du puta krita. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na ota vokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan.
Who are the Trandosians?
Achua penki. Yun patisa. Ti chubaji konka naga. Kingbu mwa mulira dwana. Kingba nikcha lora kun.
Why are they here?
Tong hit wama ag inko tune. Por tong hi wama ji agi inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. King ba no kun nik dorcha. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tong hit wama ji kona. Tong ki pa no kun nek abog. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tong itwama ji human ak in ikatune ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag inkotune.
Will you sell them weapons? I think you have a Gizka loose.
Tong itwama ji human ak in ikatune. Chon mulira tong pa akat intutune. Chino mulira ni bubo tong king ba no kun neksag. Da hupa da tenya ji jojo piti. Ichuta. Yun patisa. King ba nikcha lora kun.
Do you have anything you'd be willing to sell me?
Tong hitwama ag inkotune. Por tong hitwama ji agi inkotun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. King ba no kun nik dorcha. Achua penki. Yun patisa. Ti chuba ji konka naga. King bu mwa mulira dwana. King ba nikcha lora kun. Jiska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na ota vokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan. Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag inkotune.
Light exoskeleton, 10,000 credits. A relatively new type of power-assisted armor, the suit mimics the major muscle movements of the wearer with mechanical impulses, resulting in greater strength and faster reaction times. And yeah, it gives you +1 to dexterity and strength with a max dexterity bonus of 5 and a defense bonus of +6. Baragwin Shadow Armor, 6,000. Light armor, defense 7, dexterity +4, skills stealth +4. Advanced stabilizer gloves, +3 dexterity, +5 blaster bolt deflection. Oh, we gotta get those. Advanced sensory implant, skills awareness +10, dexterity +2. By assisting the areas of the user's brain dedicated to sensory interpretation, this implant greatly heightens the user's awareness of their surroundings as well as spatial perception and analysis. Advanced Bile Stabilizer implant, immunity, mind affected poison, Baragwin Droid Shield. Use is unlimited. Super efficient version of a normal droid energy shield. The Baragwin version has been modified and customized to be able to run off the power supply of the droid mounting it. While the energy drain on the droid is insignificant, the protection gained is equal if not superior to a normal light droid energy shield. Those gloves would be great, but even the advanced sensory implant would be nice. Heavy blaster. Sell that. Yeah, we aren't exactly... One to 8, range 25. Why is it? It's basically a worse blaster rifle looking from these stats because its range is shorter by about 3 meters. And yet it costs so much more. So I guess we'll keep it for now. Maybe it's a unique weapon. Ion grenade. Advanced pile stabilizer mask, which seems superior to the implant he was selling. Sonic nullifiers. Stabilizer gauntlets. Shoddy dueling shield. Do we have anything else we can sell? We could probably just sell our basic med packs. All right, now at least we can get the advanced sensory implant. So let's buy that. I don't think I can use it yet. I think I only have implant level 2. Yeah, it's red there, so I can't use it. But eventually, that'll give me awareness plus 10 and dexterity plus 2. But someone who can use it is okay, yeah, it's not going to increase his defense because he's capped on that. But you'll see it does increase his 2 hit by 1. So that does mean that his repeating blaster is a dex weapon. And she doesn't have any. Alright.
What?
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag iinko tune.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag iinko tune.
Tell me about this system.
Tong hitwama ag iinko tune. Portong hiwama ji ag iinko tun. Tong panokun nonek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. King ba no kun nik dorcha.
What was on Yavin 4?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangit wama jikona. Tongkit pa non kun nek abog. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga. Tangit wama ji human ak in ikatune.
Pretty much everything.
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na ota vokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama ag iinko tune, portong hiwama ji aki inko tun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun king, King ba no konik dorcha. Achua penki. Yun patisa. Ti chuba ji konka naga. King bu mwa mulira dwana. King ba nikcha lora kun.
Not right now.
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag iinko tune.
Let's see. Who are the smugglers?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tong itwama ji human ak in ikatune. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira tong itwama ji kona. Tong kit pa non kunek abog. Kakincha na wabagaon. Bagwa shang konti machit Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tong itwama ji human ak in ikatune.
I'd like to ask you something else.
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag iinko tune.
Tell me about yourself.
Kakincha na wabagaon. Bagwa shang konti machit Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangit wama jikona. Tongkit pa non kunek abog. Jiwa aita kang kicha na jupornibo. Kun muliras limo poiwangak tang itwamaji human ak in ikatune.
Why did you come here?
Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smaktoma kuyami jusku chitanai uchua penki topa na ota vokasa yubabato kanchi yatuka ulan tong hitwama ag iinkotune por tong hiwama ji aki inkotun tong panokun nonek chiwi aita ka chong chicha ki mulira kun king Kimba no konik dorcha, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chunamuri ra, tangi wama jikona, tonki pa no kunek abog,
So you're from the system.
chiwa aita kang kicha na jupornibo, kun muli ras limo poiwanga, tangi wama ji human ak in ikatune.
Were you in the war?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa no kunek abog. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na ota vokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan. Achua penki. Yun patisa. Di juba ji kunka naga, kingbu mwa mulira dwana, kingba nikcha lora kun, tong hitwama ag iinkotune, por tong hiwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun king, kingba no konik dorcha, chiwa aita kang kicha na jupornibo, kun muliras limo poiwangak tang itwamaji human ak in ikatune.
Who are the Baragwin?
Just cronky to pats limo. Chi ita kanki chan na kilikon. Kimba mulirad wanaji. Kimba no kunikset abog. Kakin cha nawabakaon. Bagwa shank konti machit Baba Hassan shan. No ba mulirati lai kunka.
Do you have any Baragwin equipment?
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag iinkotune.
Sure.
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag iinkotune.
I assume it's just the same. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's enough talking to him for now. He's got a hell of a history. He's basically a guy who was taken as a slave to make weapons, found out he had talent for it. Then, his side lost, well, not his side, but the side that enslaved him lost the war, bombed the world. He managed to survive, found this station, patched it up, and decided to retire here as like an old grandpa who tinkers with stuff. Excuse me, and occasionally sells weapons to make a living because that's all he knows how to do. Ooh, I like that really green Ebonhawk. Unfortunately, it seems like all the doors have stayed open now that we've opened them all. So that'll be nice. So yeah, we didn't get much out of that, but yeah, it's another place to sell things. And that implant will come in useful. In fact, how close are we to... We have implant level 2, so I would think... So this is a tricky one. In theory, we should be able to take implant level 3 the next time we get a feed, but I think the requirement is level 8, so it might be looking at our highest class level, in which case it will be 2 levels before we can get that. But we've got a pretty good defense right now at 27. Defense 9. Defense 9. 9. Why is everyone 9 and mine's 27? Something feels messed up here. Yeah, because here is their actual defense. Maybe it's not taking into account their armor. That could be. Yeah, Mission's the only one with a higher defense than me at 30. She's freaking ridiculous, but we'll fix that. Anyways, let's go to Kashyyyk. Terrain, temperate forest, native species Wookiees, docking Zerka Corporation outpost.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
It looked like the star map was on the forest floor.
The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosha branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alright, so now we are on Kashyyyk. For this, let's take, I know who I want to take. We shall take Zalbar and Juhani.
Tuftadan Gelfa, Horisidan Gelfa, Tuf Fandigo Gelfa, Horisidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, When for the Tufta, she enjoyed it out, and Raji good, she offered to.
What services does 100 credits get me? Actually, before that, could I get some information about the planet? Thought this was Kashyyyk.
Tuftadan Gelfa, Horisidan Gelfa, Tufla Fandigo Gelfa, Horisidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa.
Is the price negotiable?
When now for the Tufta, she enjoyed it out, Ben razie gut. Sie erfüllt.
I represent wealthy clients. You should let me pass.
Sie erfüllt. Sie entschuldigt. Ben razie gut. Ben sie beantwortet. Ben aufhört klufta. Gloria. Toen toefblad van de bokelva. Oithi dan kelva van ino dan kelva. She afvade glorisa toefnede andevat. Ben bundas.
That will not be necessary.
Toefnadan kelva. Oithi kelva. Toen toefblad van de bokelva. Oithi kelva van ino kelva. Bundas dan kelva. Oefta kelkief. Kolla toefta.
As you can see, he does not think very highly of Wookiees. And Zalbar has a bunch of leveling up to do. Wow, he gets 3 points. I guess that because those are his class skills. He's got a two-handed. Okay, he gets uncanny dodge, which is a scout. Well, let's give him toughness. He's going to be a tank for us. Skills, we'll just up his class skills. Okay, he gets uncanny dodge for free. We give him implant. I'm not sure if he actually can get implants, but shit, I don't know what class his crossbow counts as either, if that's a blaster rifle or a heavy weapon. Let's check real quick. Weapon proficiency, blaster rifle. Okay. So we can give him, 20 constitution. He is a tank. And actually, he should be melee. Fuck. I mean, we can give him more dexterity, but... Demolitions, repair, treat injury. Oh, he got implant level 3 for free because of his scout class. All right, feats, blaster, weapon focus, blaster rifle. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, let's give him dueling. And we'll give him improved dueling. Because I think we're just going to make him a melee character. He's got... the strength for it. Or his 2-hit. Although... he's going to be taking a lot of hits because his dexterity isn't great. I suppose we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, here, take the prototype vibroblade. I think this is two-handed. Yeah, because this isn't balanced, can't be used in the offhand. I could give him the battle axe, but it sucks. Sure, since you seem to be Awareness, immunity, critical hits. We'll give him the Constitution one for now and leave him at that. And it can't wear armor. Alright. Chuani, level up. Attributes. Dexterity. Skills. Awareness, treat injury. She's going to be a copy of us, basically. Feats. Master Force Jump, Master Sense. Okay. That's nice to have. She'll take Master Dueling. Powers. We can give her Cure. Default attack, select, Grenadier, Jedi Droid support. Okay. So these scripts aren't exactly great, but whatever.
Sure.
Anyways, he said follow him for more questions. Hey, Zerka Liaison Officer.
Muchashak Pakat. Kieno no namapaule Rachikun.
And we have Photo Midu here.
Just cranky to Patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Kimba muli radwanaji. Kimba no kun mixet abog.
What do you do for Zerka Corporation?
Chi wi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tongki pa no kun nek abog. Achua pengki. Yun patisa. Ichuba jikoka naga. Kingu wa muli radwana.
Let's go back to my other questions first.
Heard
any off-planet rumors?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras limo poiwanga tang itwamaji human act ikatune.
I have some questions about Kashyyyk.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra tang itwamaji kona. Tong kipa non kunek abog. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras limo poiwanga tang itwamaji human act ikatune.
I have to go. Goodbye.
Baba Hassan Shan. No ba muli ra kilai kuka.
Alright, so he's basically our designated POSIC guy. Hey, there's some stuff we could maybe steal.
No problem. Got it.
Interface visor and 2 med packs.
No problem. Got it.
Medpack repair kit, computer spike. Perfect. I have no qualms about stealing from Zerka Corps. As you can see, they are, let us call them not good. Looks like there's nothing else really on this landing pad. I'm glad the trees look bigger now. Coming in, they looked pretty thin, and I'm like, oh, those are a little thin to be Kashyyyk trees, but now we got the nice big thick ones. Sir?
Yikukuno no ba mulira chikun. Tonghit kun chonching. Ne boboje mata ne punage. Dolpi kikiwana. Jedabadwana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea.
Oh, wow, I didn't think we'd see him again. Why did you leave your home on Tatooine?
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun ne mulerabes. Takum jus takmiki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mulerabes.
What do you know of Kashyyyk?
Kachikun ita hodonga. Yikinkuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wanakun vez ching palamule tongking ba nonotek tukning chatukune mulerabes.
If not Zerka, who would you prefer to deal with?
Ka chikun itahodonga iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun itahodonga iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
I'm looking for a star map here. Have you heard anything?
Muchashak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun.
Whose permission are you looking for?
Ka chikun itahodonga iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nitapo e tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis ba mulera.
What are you doing to gain their trust?
Ta kumjus tak miki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolpa bank waleo ganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mulerabes.
Well, I have to go. Goodbye, Comad.
Achuta. Wonga kunbist dolpi kikuyana. Dong patugas maktelea.
Alright. And now he's running off to never be seen again, probably. Okay. Prepared me? What do you mean? Why were you forced to leave? Why didn't your father believe you? We'll deal with that if we have to. Let's go. Alright. Ooh, more named people and crates we can't steal from.
Greetings to you. Something I can get for you?
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Matton is merely an indebted employee. His opinions don't amount to much. So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashyyyk. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli Gand. I live to serve your needs.
Just be sure to pay cash. The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's backside.
First off, Hearts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business. Poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. But you don't need to hear this. What can I get you?
Do you always enslave your debtors?
Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellows left without settling their debts, so he must make up the difference.
I know, it's standard trading rules. I just want to know where my crew went. I was only gone for 2 days. This isn't like them.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of my freighters. You think you know someone, and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Matten. You honor your deals. A word is a bond in trade.
Do your debtors have a habit of running off?
It happens from time to time. Credits are scarce out here, and not everyone is as honest as Mr. Daisel here.
You'll get your money. My crew will be back.
Of course they will. Until then, however, I can make use of you as a mechanic. Very rare to find skills of your kind out here.
How much debt buys a man's life?
Oh, it isn't about the amount. After all, as a skilled mechanic, Matten is worth much more than what is owed, especially on this remote planet.
Oh, you flatter me, Eli. I guess we're best buddies now.
As I was saying, it's a matter of principle. I'm nothing if not honest in my dealings, and I demand the same. He'll be free to go when his friends turn up and the debt is paid. I honor my deals. Let no one say otherwise.
Perhaps I could settle some of his debt.
Thanks, but no thanks. No offense, but there's no point in exchanging debt to Eli with debt to you.
Besides, he is a hard worker. I'd prefer to keep him.
Well, that sounds, suspicious. Anyways, I want to go back to my other questions.
Of course. I'm here to serve.
What do you know of Kashyyyk?
I don't concern myself with what goes on past this landing port. The Wookiees are very difficult to deal with. No business sense.
It is difficult indeed to deal with those you oppress and enslave.
He means they don't tolerate cheats.
No, I mean they don't respect the finer points of a good business plan. Give and take. That's why the Zerk Corporation simply takes.
What do you mean by that?
You'd have to take your question to the Zerka Corporation and the Wookiees themselves. I keep to myself.
I want to go back to my other questions.
Of course. I'm here to serve.
Let me see what you carry.
Of course. You're in a hurry.
Reinforced fiber armor. Inspired by the craftsmen in worlds where metal is in short supply, this type of light armor consists of Jungju tree fibers bound with synthetics, offering good flexible protection. Let's see. Jama Hogra's battle armor. Defense bonus 11, max dexterity bonus +2, immunity to critical hits, and strength +1. Jama Hogra was a Zabrak mercenary who feared for his life after a raid on a Sith dreadnought. He spent a fortune on his personal armor, only to be killed while in the bath. 10,000, but this would be a good upgrade for what's his face? Canderous. This would be a good upgrade for Canderous. It gives him an extra dexterity bonus, immunity to critical hits, and I believe the defense bonus is higher. Battle armor heavy. Yeah, this is medium armor, and it's better than this heavy armor. Light battle armor, medium, both in sensory mask. Awareness +4, demolition 3, security 3, immunity to critical hits. Oh, I just had a thought. Hey, we did have enough for the landing fees, but fuck Zerka Corp. Immunity 100% to electrical. Cyber reaction system, dexterity +3. Hyper battle, stimulant, single use. He only has one. Oh, we'll take that. Hyper adrenal alacrity. So we got one of those. Gizka poison. Yeah, we're not buying that. Journal entry added. On his deck, Kashyyyk. The merchant Eli Gand is holding Matten Dassel as an indentured servant. Matten's crew apparently left Kashyyyk under cover of night to avoid paying a repair debt to Eli. Standard business practice, it seems. Note the sarcasm in there. All right, let's poke around some more crates, see if we can find a few extra credits. Okay, I think I glitched out. I don't know if I... Yeah, like, respawn their inventories once. That's a little weird. Okay, that one didn't respawn. Now I want to check these again. I know it's... Part of it might be because, like, I clicked on one crate, and while it was opening, I clicked on the other crate, but... Oh, my God, Zerka Scientist.
Welcome to Adean. I trust you will find our facilities pass inspection. Zerka Corporation is very efficient. I'm sorry, I don't understand Wookiee speak. Shiri Wook, I think it's called. What did the Wookiee say?
You work on Kashyyyk and don't understand the language?
Zerka Corporation calls the planet Adean, and no, I don't understand the language. The local Wookiee leader has made it so we don't need to. Wookiees are unable to speak Basic, but for the last decade, the residents of all local villages have been trained to understand it.
Why would a Wookiee leader do that?
I understand he works very closely with Zerka Corporation. He wants his people to work well with us. It eases tensions. What did he say? I don't usually have a translator I can ask.
That knowing Basic just makes his people better slaves.
I just work here in the lab. I don't have anything to do with the taking of slaves.
How convenient. All the benefits with no guilt.
I don't have to justify myself to you. I do good work here. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
What is your job here?
I'm conducting experiments on various samples of indigenous plant life. There may be untapped pharmaceutical resources here. Of course, that will take some time, and the Wookiees are a more immediate source of income. Please, I must return to my work.
You want to ask, or I want to ask questions about this planet?
I'm sorry, but Director Janos will see to your questions. I must continue my work.
What is your job here?
I'm conducting experiments of...
Okay. Goodbye for now.
Farewell.
Junior circus scientist.
I think Zerka is missing an opportunity here. The forest could teach us so much.
Janos Worka. You know what? Farewell for now. So, I think talking to him is going to take a while, and I think we're getting a little long with this episode. Not a lot of action, lots of dialogue. So, just to kind of break things up, I think we'll end it here, and next time we will start off by interrogating Director Janos here. But until then, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.